Hi friends, my name is Varinder and I welcome you to my YouTube channel Cloud Ninja. So in this video we'll study basically the three primary functions of Amazon Route 53. What are the different zones like hosted zones or resource record sets. So all these three things we'll be studying in detail, and also we'll study about alias records. So let's see what are these three functions and how we can get benefit out of this by using these servers within the AWS cloud. So before moving further, let's give you a brief idea that what is Route 53. So Route 53, basically they have taken it from the DNS port, which is 53. What it does is, it is a simple, you can say, a DNS system or a service which converts basically the domain name to the IP addresses in a pretty fast manner, you can say, with the help of its own pool of global DNS servers worldwide. So you can see that here we tried it is basically converting you can take any domain like cloudninjas.com into the numeric IP addresses. So what are the main three functions? If you really want to see what is Route 53, why should we be using it, what are the pricing details, you can check our YouTube channel and you can actually see the first part of this DNS tutorial or Route 53 tutorial. You'll get a detailed video onto what is Route 53 and why should we be using it. Now, three primary functions are DNS registration, and then is domain name system service, and the third one is health checking. So we'll be covering each one of this function in detail. So let's start with the DNS registration. So really, if you want to run a business through a website and you have selected a domain name like cloudninja.com or abc.com, any domain name, then you can create the hosted zone or do the DNS registration within the AWS cloud by using the Route 53 service. And there might be a possibility that you already purchased that domain name from another registrar like GoDaddy or Google Blogger, or there are different type of registrars available. So in that case, AWS helps you by transferring that particular domain name to the AWS or Amazon Route 53. It also provides the DNS service. The DNS service, what is special in this DNS service is basically, when we do use a typical domain name system or service, the most of the time is being spent in resolving the IP addresses by performing the recursive query. We've seen example. But when we use it, this Amazon Route 53 service, basically it queries the authoritative DNS servers which are within the AWS pool, lying in the different countries depending on the user locations, and gives the user or resolve the particular IP address in a pretty fast manner, because the request is answered by the authoritative DNS servers rather than being forwarded to the servers which are performing the recursive queries. So in that case, a lot of time is being saved. We can see in this example, let's say in a typical DNS system, when a user enters the www.example.com, it goes to the ISP DNS server and then to the top root servers like .com, .gov, and then it sees that what is the address for .com servers or .com name servers. Then it sends to the .com, then it checks the address over here and then look for the example.com IP address and then returns the particular IP addresses to the client. Now let's say if you are using this Amazon Route 53, your query from the ISP is directly forwarded to the Amazon Route 53. So what is happening over here is all the recursive queries which were being performed within the root DNS servers and then the subsequent TLDs and further root servers, in that case, that time is being saved because Amazon Route 53 is using the authoritative DNS servers, having their own pool of DNS servers, worldwide authoritative DNS servers, which helps in resolving the query in a pretty fast manner. So the third is health checking. Amazon Route 53 health check monitors the health of your resources like your web server or your email servers. So you can also use this service Cloud Watch Alarms to really check the status of your resources within the AWS, and and you'll also receive notification in case of any of the resource goes unavailable. And there is also one other benefit that Amazon Route 53 stops sending the traffic in case resources are unavailable. And these are the main three functions. Now in Amazon, if we really want to understand the Route 53, we need to understand that, okay, what are the hosted zones and the record sets. Because when you log into the Amazon console and you click on Amazon Route 53, you see these two options. So we need to understand that, okay, what are these two options and how it can help us. So first is hosted zone. So hosted zone is nothing but a container that holds the information about how you want the route, the traffic for a particular domain, such as example.com or cloudninjas.com. So let's see the snapshot. So this is the snapshot which I have taken for your reference. These are the two hosted zones which I have created, friendsjari.com or cloudninjas.com, and their type is public. So you can see that when you create any hosted zone within the AWS, hosted zone is basically you create for a particular business or a particular website. So as and when you create that, Amazon by default creates two record sets, or you can say that two by default record set. One is for the name server and the other is for the SOA start of authority record. So what are these two records? You can see that for each public hosted zone, you can create Amazon Route 53 automatically creates. So these are the two source records which you can see, which Amazon creates by default. So let's see the next snapshot. So you can see that when I clicked on friendsjari.com, these are the basically 4 name servers which Amazon provides you depending on the location. And similarly, it has created a SOA record, which for your hosted zone. So this is the information basically about the hosted zone. Now within the hosted zone, we need to basically route the queries and route the traffic for whichever the users are querying for our websites. In that case, we'll be using resource record sets or record sets. So record sets to tell the domain name system how you want the traffic to be routed for that particular domain, because in that we'll be creating that, okay, if we need to resolve the IPv6 address or IPv4 address, or the query will be forwarded to the MX record, or how you want the priority to be handled in case of MX record. So all those things will be set in the basically by creating a record set. So you can say that all these different type of record sets you can create, like for IPv4 addresses, CNAME you can create, MX record for mail exchange, TXT, PTR records, or SRV record. So these are the different records which you can create within the AWS or within the hosted zone. Now the last thing is which we need to understand is alias records which we create. So what are the difference between the alias and the non-alias record sets? So what does Amazon say that your alias records are pretty different than the normal Amazon Route 53 record sets, because it provides an extra functionality, like because whenever you create an alias record, it does not and alias record basically it helps because it is not pointing any kind of IP addresses to particular resource within the AWS. It is just creating a pointer for that. You can see over here that instead of IP address or a domain name, alias record sets contains a pointer to the CloudFront distribution. So whenever you are using any kind of service like ELB or load balancer or S3 bucket, so Amazon will be using that particular pointer within the AWS Route 53 to query that particular service. So when an Amazon Route 53 receives a DNS query that matches the name or type in the alias record set, so let's say it is for the Elastic Load Balancer or Amazon S3 bucket or this Elastic Beanstalk, so it will just follow the pointer and respond whatever is applicable. So Another thing which we can get benefit of that is if we'll be using the resources within the AWS and we are using the alias records, and let's say for an example that you have set the alias record for cloudninja.com, and further it is pointing to a elastic load balancer which is having this address, and now this IP address of the load balancer changes. So Amazon Route 53 will automatically reflect those changes in the DNS, so that and without any changes to the hosted VM that contains the resource packs for the cloudninja.com. So you can see that what are the basic difference when you are using the alias records. So in this video we studied about what is Route 53 and what are the three main functions, like what it does. Basically the registration it does the health checks, and it provides the DNS name service. Then we studied that what are the different what are the hosted zones and the resource record sets within the Route 53, and in the last we studied that alias records and how we can get the benefit of that. So thank you friends, thank you for watching this video. If you really like this video, please hit the like button, do share with your friends, and please subscribe our YouTube channel so that you can get the updates about the subsequent videos which will be uploading. Thank you friends.